JonTron.
6 horrible boss battles! Yeah!
Hello, my name is John, and I'm your stalworthy host.
And I'm a little piggy.
And I forgot to make an intro for this one. Ever played a game where there's a bad boss? Probably. Most likely. But enough about my balls! We're doing a video on bad... What's that?
Number 6.
Super Meat Boy!
Ah, Super Meat Boy, an indie hit and shit. I love this game, and so should you. I've already talked about this game in my last video, and if you've been paying attention, like you should, then you'd know that I think this game controls like butter. It's pretty realistic. Controls just like real meat. See? It's like real meat when you get it in the store. It's like real meat when you touch it all nice, Band-Aid. But Source Lord, this seriously is a great game. It's about the reflexes and how good you are at the game. No bullshit in between. Until you get to World 4, that is. Appropriately titled Hell. Now, the regular levels in Hell are fine, like Gluttony and Limbo and Greed and liking Justin Bieber. But it's when you get to the boss at the end of the world that the game becomes super cheap boy. Whereas the rest of the game is focused on good level design that promotes a natural and fair difficulty progression, this motherfucker is just Simon fucking Says. There is no way to predict his attacks. None! There is literally no way to beat this guy without playing him over and over and over until you memorized every single one of his attacks. In order. It's the same every time. You just have to memorize it. He doesn't even telegraph his attacks. Watch. There's no way to see it coming, so what's the point? Left, right, head smash. Left, right, left, head smash. Left, right, left, right, head smash. What the hell? What's even the point? I know it's not that long of a boss battle, but shiz, man, it takes forever just to get through it. This is a blemish on an otherwise perfect game.
Number 5.
Majora's Mask. What can be said about this amazing game that hasn't already been said before? Oh yeah, the Jorg is a fucking asshole! Honestly, can you tell me something? Why does every Zelda game have to have a water temple? And why do they always have to suck so much? Ocarina of Time's water temple? I'd rather drown. Twilight Princess's water temple? I'd rather drown. And oh god, the Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask. I'd rather drown. Freaking oh my god, that's another video though. Jorg is the boss of the Great Bay Temple, and he's a fish with an attitude that smells like fish. In theory, this boss battle isn't really that hard. In fact, one ancient Greek douchebag might have called it Ise Polioreos. All you've really got to do to defeat him is stun him and attack him. But Nintendo made sure that doing so would be like trying to reach a bag of chips while they were underwater and your head was a camera from the Bourne Identity movies. When you can manage to see Jorg, which is never by the way, your lock-on doesn't even work and your elbow boomerangs hit the floor or swoop right next to him, missing him completely. Look at this shit! Not to mention, if you screw up getting out of the water immediately after attacking him in the small window of time allotted, he'll come out of the shitty camera and eat your ass faster than you could say, fuck this game! Disclaimer, Majora's Mask is actually the best game ever. Let's just hope Skyward Sword has no water temple, huh?
Number 4.
Fallout 3, a title that easily rests on the ironically small list of notably immersive and gargantuan games. The bulk of the adventure isn't even in the general storyline. There's so much to see and experience that it truly feels like you're in a cohesive world of epic proportions. So what better way to end an epic game than with an epic boss battle? Really? Really? Someone thought this was the best way to end Fallout 3? I don't even know if this is the final boss, but he surely is the main character standing in the last room of the game. That qualifies him for boss status if you ask, oh, I don't know, everyone? Honestly, it's comical how stupid this boss battle is. You just shoot him a few times with VATS and he can pop his little head off before he gets a chance to say, sorry guys, we ran out of time making the game. He's not even in armor! For fuck's sake, he's not even in armor! Whatever. You know what? I like this boss battle. It's hilarious. It's the fucking best. There it is. Above Jubileus. It's the best. It's not like the ending is any better either. You just walk into a chamber and kill yourself. The end. Well, unless of course you're like me, where you just send the girl in instead. Bye-bye, sweetie pumpkins.
Number 3.
Oh yes, one of my favorites, Castlevania Lords of Plagiarism. A game that manages to take hundreds of elements from successful and fun games from recent history and suck the life out of them like some sort of pixelated succubus. I mean, the game was fine, the game was forgivable, until you hit one certain part, and you know what I'm talking about. I recently spoke of this as well. The Ice Titan, or should I say Lords of Shadow of the Colossus. If you're not convinced already that this is literally a carbon copy of the amazing Shadow of the Colossus, allow me to convince you further. Well, if it ain't Peach Pie Sundae, fuck this thing. If it were actually as fun as then maybe I'd forgive it, but it's not only horrific, it's shiterific. In Shadow of the Colossus, all the controls are intuitive, and they make you feel as if you were actually clinging for dear life on the side of a massive rock-hard beast. In Lords of Shadow, however, all you're doing is holding the control stick in one direction while occasionally pushing R2 to hold on so you don't fall off. Only problem is, even if you let go when it says to, sometimes you fall off anyway and have to climb all the way back goddamn up. Oh yeah, and try dodging this. Yeah, that's fair. Hey guys, next time you're thinking of making an awesome boss based off some awesome games, try not to forget to rip off the awesome gameplay too, huh? Alright.
Number 2.
If you were witness to some of JonTron The Lost Tapes, then you know I hate Final Fantasy VIII. I'm with Spoonie on this one. Playing this game is like trying to pull the addiction out of a heroin fiend. Hard and frustrating. And then you get to one certain boss. A boss that literally made me throw down my controller and say, that's it! Mobile Type fucking 8. Yeah, the name sure fits, cause I went mobile type and walked away from Final Fantasy VIII after this piece of shit. I'ma be honest, I didn't want to go all the way back through Final Fantasy VIII to capture this footage, so I just took some footage I found online. But it really doesn't serve my point very well, cause this person has like 1,000,000 health. I guess I just suck at micromanaging RPGs, cause my characters had like no health when I got to this point. I was really only mad at this boss, cause whenever you attacked it, it did counter damage to that was ridiculously powerful. But this guy doesn't seem to have a hard time beating it. So I guess I just suck. Batman Arkham Asylum, an expertly crafted game that's all about subtlety, with a superhero that's all about subtlety. It's great to see Batman as sort of the anti-hero of heroes. He's more a human than anything. He's got a passion for stopping crime and a bunch of gadgets to help him along the way. Way more relatable than Superman. The Joker too, he's a mentally deranged person with a fondness for anarchy. The cool thing about the Joker, be it in Arkham Asylum, the comics, or the movies, is that he's always about playing games and mind tricks with Batman, never about brawn. That's the compelling thing about him. You never know when he's gonna strike, or how, or what he's gonna do. He's not just some brute. You've gotta be kidding me! What is this? What is this? The entire game, he's a tricky, interesting bastard, and at the last minute, this is the best that could be done? Anything would have been better than Joker on steroids! Anything! I'd rather fight a fucking fish tank with arms! Anything! This completely defeats the point of the Joker, and it really soured the game at the last minute for me. I didn't feel like I was foiling the plot of a deranged genius. I felt like I was playing fucking Gears of War. You know what? If a boss fight is put at the end of the game simply to be a cool boss fight at the end of the game, you might be doing some stuff for the wrong reason. Just saying. In short, this wasn't fun. This wasn't cool. I wanted Joker. I got God of War. Eidos, I was disappointed. That is all. Thanks for watching. Go to normalboots.com right now to see a new JonTron original, and if you want to follow us on social networking, go to facebook.com/JonTronShow or twitter.com/JonTronShow.